Wow, what a major news from Babb. We're going to be covering that. We're going to look at Zen. We're going to look at Bitcoin. We're going to be where we're going to head short term and go from there. If you do like this content, give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you are not a crypto bro yet. We come out with daily content that is TA and news driven, so you don't want to miss out on massive amounts of gains. But let's go ahead and get started into the video, guys. So Rush did do an interview with Elnor, I believe I'm pronouncing her name right, and she's a very, very popular journalist, a well-known figure in the crypto space that reports a lot of information in regards to what's happening around crypto. And she was very intrigued in regards to the story that Rush had in terms of him being unbanked as an immigrant and unable to open a bank account, guys. So this is something that intrigued her, and how the blockchain space is actually helping millions and millions of people around the world. And not only that, not only did he tell his story, she was intrigued in terms of how Rush and Babb reacted to regulatory compliance. Time and time again, many startups failed due to regulatory compliance. Working and innovating a regulatory framework for the crypto space will bring in financial inclusion. Rush and Babb are the standard for pushing mass adoption, guys. So again, phenomenal work. There was a big announcement that was made: regulated decentralized finance. Best of both worlds are coming together into the Babb application, and he said it himself, Bax token will be the gas utility token on their mainnet. So it's only gonna drive up and bring in financial inclusion for many. So just think about it. You can go out there, open up a bank account wherever you are in the world, open up a Sterling account, and essentially have access to currency X, have access to GPP account, have access to the crypto space. And not only that, now you're gonna have regulated decentralized finance. Okay, this is a true hybrid model that he's working with the banks, and also in the same way becoming a decentralized in that same manner. What other crypto company is actually doing what Babb is doing? This is what I call innovation. This is what I call working and doing what is best, not only for the community, but also in regards to regulatory compliance, ensuring all customers are safe at the end of the day. They are not afraid to go to the SEC and bring in their case and saying, look, we want to bring in financial inclusion. This is how we're going to do it. We're going to walk this path together, right? You don't have to come after us later on, just like what happened with Coinbase, just like what happened with Gemini and all these crypto companies that basically are trading securities at the end of the day. And Rush said that, look, he sat down, right, with the SEC and all these regulatory bodies, and he said that we do have the Bax token. It is used as an ICO. However, it's distributed in a fair manner, and it's benefiting the overall community itself. So you hear a lot of stuff happening with XRP and what's going on there. I think if XRP went to the SEC, if they went to the regulatory body of the United States, then I think there would have been in a better stepping playground in terms of them not being fined and then having to deal with this workaround and try to rebuild and restructure how the company operates. And at the end of the day, the United States is the beam around the world, okay, when it comes to development, and they are the security guards. Okay, look, you can go and run and hide. Yes, maybe one day the reserve currency will not be the United States dollar, but what's currently happening is that you are in the United States playground, okay? And when you're playing in their playground, it's like that big kid you go up to in the playground. You go and you say, hey, can I play with your toy? You need to get his permission. You need to go and get his permission. You cannot just go and defeat that big kid who's in grade 8, right? You're in grade 1. And that's what it is. Crypto is in grade 1 right now. You can't go up to the big kid and steal his toy. You need to take his permission. And if he allows you to play in his playground, then you can actually play. And this is what's happening with Babb. Look, Babb will take over banks, but you got to merge with them. They have a lot of customers, a lot of clients that can be merged over, that can be onboarded, okay, to crypto. And that's what you need. You need adoption. Adoption comes in with users, and a lot of people don't understand that. There's a lot of products out there in the crypto space that don't even have a community. They don't have users. great, they have all these bells and whistles, but where are the users? Where are the actual users bringing in financial inclusion, right? So you have to merge with that existing dinosaur system. Once you bring them in, you got it locked in. You can bring in financial inclusion at the end of the day. So pretty cool stuff are happening there with Babb, Rush, big roadmap, going to their mainnet, decentralized, regulated finance. Unbelievable, guys. And a hybrid model, can't get any better than that. I did make a tweet yesterday around, what was it, 2:39 a.m. And just after making that tweet, a couple hours later, we saw the price of Zen actually come down. If we go to the 4 hour, I made that tweet right around here. Okay, you can see here, this was within that time frame, and then we slowly started correcting in price. And look, we went up substantially, and a lot of people are going to start taking profits. Those who are not locked in, again, staking, are starting to take profits. Maybe you did buy, you did follow my call in terms of buying Zen at the very low prices of 1010, and now you've been riding this up substantially. You're up more than 400%. So it is right to take your profits. We're here to make profits at the end of the day, right? And look, I've got in at 110. I took my initial investment off the table, and I'm riding this out. There's nothing wrong with taking your initial investment, putting it into another coin, and just multiplying that, applying that. That is the best thing you can do long-term, sustaining yourself in this market, applying risk management. That is the key here. You know, being in this market for such a long time, since 2016, 2017, I learned a lot. And look, the market will humble you one way or another. So you can't go against the market itself. When you see capital in front of you, you take it at the end of the day. That is my best advice I can provide to you. A lot of YouTubers will come out and they will say, they will hype up the coin, which I've been doing with Zen and Babb and Hex and all these crypto assets. You got to apply risk management at the end of the day. So what are the key targets that we're looking at Zen here, okay? What are the key targets? I believe Zen will do very well in the next bull market. So I took my initial investment off, leaving free money riding out. That's what you need to do. Let the free money ride. And so on the daily, we look pretty good, okay? Our higher low comes in at the 110, 120 area. So as long as we can stay above that, the minting and the burning process, as long as more crypto assets come out, right, on Zen, as long as more crypto assets come out on Zen and the community grows and the ecosystem itself grows, right, you see burning after burning of each project, then the price of Zen will correlate to the upside. It's just how it is. But what is the question that we want to basically answer? When can Zen really hit all-time high? Well, let's look at this question, okay? Let's look at the chart and try to understand when it can possibly hit all-time high. Now, this is just speculation purposes. This is not financial advice. But let's go over it, guys. So we can see here that from the actual phase right to the bottom here, it took about 161 days from the bottom of where Zen started becoming deflationary, okay? So you can see here we dropped about 99% since the actual Zen came out, and that's when it seems like there's a complete bottoming of price here. But when can we expect for Zen to actually start making new all-time highs? Well, you can see that it says 161 days from where we bottomed at this point. Now, if we were to take, let's say, because this is going to accelerate, right? If Bitcoin does very well and it breaks above $30,000 and it continues to basically climb up, okay? We're talking about the key target area of 32,000. That's where we're going to see the next resistance. So we got to take it a step at a time. But if Bitcoin starts to actually go up, you eventually going to see us having an altcoin run. And that, I think, will accelerate Zen to newer price ranges, right? Breaking newer all-time high, if this is truly the start of the bull market. So 161 days, where does that put us, right? To breaking a new all-time high. Well, that basically puts us around August to September of this year. But if more projects come out and they start burning Zen, right? If they continue to burn Zen, you can expect, right, the supply of minting to basically, you're gonna see burning exceeding the actual distribution of Zen that's actually coming out. And we can see a lot more people are having a longer belief in Zen, where 37% of the total addresses are actually staking for 361 days. So that's 233,000 wallets are actually staking more than 361 days. Okay, the other major number that we look at here, so people short term, they're staking between 91 to 100 days, so that's 34%. But you can see the lower the staking periods, the less of percentage people are going for, right? So there is a long-term belief in this project, and rightfully so. If Jack Levin comes out with, again, you've seen Zen NFT, right? Zen NFT, great place where you can actually purchase and start burning NFTs. We saw with Dbxen. So Dbxen, you can burn Zen to get Dbxen, okay? And there is limited supply for Dbxen. So this is also going to translate very well in terms of for Dbxen, because it's a limited supply. If we go to zen.pub, okay, and we go to Bzen on ETH, we can see that the current supply Dbxen is like Bitcoin, okay, with a limited supply, and not all of the supply has come out yet. We can see there is 137 Bzen minted, okay, so 137,000, okay, and this has a hard cap of 5 million. Okay, where 2% of that supply has already come out. Okay, a lot of stuff happening with Zen, a lot of stuff happening with Dbxen. The ecosystem is going to continue to grow. Overall, these are good projects to be investing in long term. A lot of development happening. I was here in the bear market. I wasn't hearing a lot of excitement to buy at the low prices. That's when I was telling you, look, there's a lot of development happening. You just got to look at the right places. You got to look at the right places, because look, when nobody wants to buy, that's when you actually want to get in. You see Michael Saylor actually coming out. He's coming out and he's buying Bitcoin now. Why were you when you were at $16,000, man? You need to buy Bitcoin now when it goes up. But your belief, your stance, your conviction has to be more stronger when Bitcoin is actually going down than it actually is going up, because a lot of people FOMO in at the very top. That's just the psychological way. People are programmed to buy green and not red. I mean, this is the fortunate part of it, but that's why you're subscribed to this channel. If you enjoy content like this, give it a thumbs up. We're just gonna take a look at Babb chart again. Okay, off of the news, again, still in a downtrend. I want to see Babb off of the bottoms of the stochastics here, resetting that. Look, we can continue. We got the breakout off of the trend line. We want to see the buyers come in. This will all depend on Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been hovering around this area. We're building kind of this flag pattern here, and this is going to be a key critical area. The more we continue consolidating in this area in this month in regards to FOMC meeting and things like that, I think it's going to be a lot more difficult for Bitcoin to actually break above this, right? Because you can see this is playing key resistance in Bitcoin's chart here. So right here, it seems like this area, this zone is building up to be the most volatile area we've seen in a little while. We can see that BBWP is actually resetting on the daily. So we are going to have a major move come in the next day or two in regards to this. Now it depends on where the stochastics again are pointing. It looks like they're going to be pointing to the upside. It just stands for my thesis that we're going to most likely see $32,000. We can see a lot of FUD come into the market and could maybe drive us down to the 25, 26 area. Anyways, I'll leave you off with that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Until next time, bros, as always, stay profitable.